Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
Alright. Hey everyone, today we're making a new video about a problem that I hope I can help you solve. My Coleman dome tent had a little... So my dome tent had a little problem here. I got a sprained little ankle. And I was kind of sad because it was a pretty nice tent. It was like a $60 tent. And I didn't want that to go to waste, so for $15 from Coleman themselves, I got this replacement part. Now this is replacement part 501, doesn't matter. The way I found out which one I needed was I opened my tent and there's going to be a little flap by the instructions, and it has a replacement part number for the main poles, and it has one for your little rain fly pole, if it has that. So I looked that up, ordered it offline. Now, I did see some reviews. This had 2 stars, and a lot of people said that they didn't like it because it wasn't the right pole. But really, this is like a universal pole kit, I believe, so you have to cut it. It even says that in the instructions. So they were just like agitated that they had to cut it. But all that mattered is it was the right diameter, so I can use it. I just need to use a hacksaw, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. But first, let's check out the contents. Alright, so here's all the contents of this specific replacement kit. Comes with 4 hollow fiberglass poles with a metal ferrule at the end. It comes with these that are just the hollow tubes, and at the end of it is 2 rubber tips. I think these actually come off. Here we have a needle that's used to pull this bungee. Comes with a bundle of bungee. It comes with 2 metal end tips and 2 ferrules. And it also comes with this little instruction kit. And actually, hold on. This is kit number, or part number right there, and then this is a 9.5 millimeter kit, which is the size of poles I had. So first thing we have to do is cut one of these to match the length of our originals. So let me move this stuff out of the way. The only thing I need out of this is 2 of these. And as you can see, it's a lot longer than my original one. And this is going to be an easy fix because only one of these broke, and on this particular tent, all the pole segments are the same length. So after I cut this down, I'm good to go. Alright, so the first thing we've done is I simply took one of our old poles that's the right length, matched up the metal ferrules, and then came to the end and then wrapped some white duct tape around it. That's going to help me see where I need to cut it. Now all I have to do is take our hacksaw and cut it at this line right here. So I'm just going to start that. And you want to use a hacksaw, because if you try to use scissors or something, since this is hollow, it could crush it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all the way through this, but I'll bring you back after I've got it done. This is exciting. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, so here's our brand new one. As you can see, when we match up the ends, it's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's going to work. So next step is we have to take all of our old rods, get this piece of junk out of here. Now we're going to have to take all these and put them together and put new bungee. This old bungee was pretty good, but this is like a lot of bungee. This is more than I need for multiple poles. So I'm just going to put all new in it. I'm going to utilize this sweet hook we have here. I don't know if you can see at the end of that, it's a little hook. And you use that to grab it and pull it through the different pole segments. So let's start that.
Hey babe, I asked my llama if his cousin wanted to go camping. He said, I'll pack a tent.
Got him! Okay, so now we have, well, it was on there. We took our bungee and we tied a little knot on it right there. And now we're going to take this little hook and I need this end. We need the end that doesn't have the knot. And we're going to like hook this little hook in the bungee.
A rare sighting of Colton taking directions from other people.
Yup. Okay, now we're putting our bungee through. Sorry, there's like such a mess here, everybody. But, so, first thing we need to do is tie a knot in the end so it won't come through the rods. And then next thing we did was we took our needle, and I couldn't get it to stay in the actual bungee itself, so the directions recommended you could put clear tape around it. So now all we gotta do, I already have one on here, is now we are going to just start taking our tent pole pieces. Never mind that just happened. And we just run the needle through it all the way to the other end. And then we'll do a magic trick, make the tape disappear, and pull it through the other side, and we're just going to do that for our remaining pieces. Okay, so we finally have all of our poles together, and here you can see for the time being I've kind of tied the bungee right here, but now all we have to do to finish this whole process is we're going to untie it carefully. We don't want it to slip back into the pole. I shouldn't have tied such a good knot. And I'm sorry, it just went blurry. And then we're just going to take and tie a knot so that the bungee does not go back in the hole. Like that. And there we have it. We're good to go, guys. So overall, this was a pretty easy process. I did have a bit of trouble and got frustrated and had to stop. This is a whole different day than when I filmed the rest of the video. But if I could give you guys any tips, it would be to tape this thing at the very end of the needle because it's not going to stay on if you don't do that. So just wrap it around, and I actually, once I would get it through a pole, I would tape it so that if it came unattached, it wouldn't go all the way back through all of these. Other than that, though, it was pretty easy. It fixed everything I needed to be fixed. And for the final part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and put the tent together and make sure it actually will hold. And there we have it. The tent is fully put up, no problem with these poles at all. This is actually the old pole. I'll go over to the new one. And as you can see, it has the same stability as the old one. So overall, this was a great experience. I was kind of worried whenever I first got the kit because it had 2-point-something stars out of 5 on Coleman's website. But I think that was just people having a misunderstanding of them having to cut the tent poles, because this is kind of like a universal kit, I guess, but they were expecting just like a new tent pole to arrive. I think that's why it got such a bad review. And also, I'm going to show you where you can look in your Coleman tent bag to find the replacement part number. Okay, so here we have our old tent bag. Mine's looking pretty gross, but the tent was actually perfect on the inside. And we're going to look at the tent setup instructions. Here it has pole descriptions, and it has both the main body poles and the awning. Most tents, actually, even other than Coleman, they will have a parts number where you can call and order a new part, or it'll have an actual catalog inside here. So guys, that is going to do it for this video.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this is useful. And also, I'd like to give a nice shout out to the camera woman we had to film the other half of the video. She couldn't be here to film this part. But I'd like to give a shout out to Lily. Thank you. You were the best camera woman we've had so far. And you definitely smell better than Jacob. And look prettier than Jacob. Sorry, bud. I love you, but I think she's got your job now. Alright. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember to stay outside.